myself to some spinach. I didn't have my greens this morning.
You don't want a tomato one?
Mm-mm.
I have to tell you, all of them are really good.
They are.
The spinach.
Oh, hi guys!
Oh, hey. Nice to see you.
Welcome to Coffee or Tea. I'm Chantel.
I'm Imari, the vegan.
Hey guys, I'm Tricia.
Hi, I'm Jonathan.
Yes.
But remember, no phones allowed, so.
Adios.
Take them away.
Also, before we get started, let's place our orders in. What would you be having tonight?
I'm gonna have some tea tonight for sure.
I'm going to have, oh, that's a tough decision. A coffee.
I think I need a little bit, like, a pep in my steps, so I think I'm gonna go with coffee.
Oh, I'm on the tea side, so we're like right down the middle here.
I like it. You guys ready?
Yes.
1, 2.
Nice. It's my favorite part.
I love me some tea
Oh, this is good.
with honey.
Oh, I guess I should be picking the topic for
Yes.
tonight, right?
It's a great idea.
Jonathan,
Let's see.
what shall we discuss?
Okay, we're going to discuss, why I choose to volunteer. Who would like to go first?
I volunteer as tribute. I love volunteering. I love being a part of something. So, like in my own personal life, I do have a lot of family, a lot of friends that I just like to get involved. I just like to be a part of something. I find that usually things that you're volunteering with, and there are of course all sorts of great brands where it's for profit, but nonprofit things, usually people that are part of it, they're like in the heart space for it, because there isn't that incentive of I'm getting paid to come here, so they make a decision to commit and be a part of something. I enjoy being around that type of energy and knowing that I'm making a difference, and like me personally, I love knowing that I'm representing a type of person that isn't necessarily always presented in a certain light. So very specifically, like being an African American woman,
Right.
there's not always depictions of us in stronger roles. It's more like a urbanized, cultural, fun, hip, but like it's not always about loving yourself or feeling empowered. So I think that's important for everybody. But when I volunteer, I have an opportunity to reach somebody that maybe would never see somebody like me on TV. So that's what brings me to the table.
Volunteerism. That's really good.
Thank you.
You hit like a lot of points there, actually. What about you, Jonathan?
I always imagine in my head that if every single person on the planet volunteered for one thing, just imagine what the difference would be. So I wanted to take that first step and actually jump on board and do something positive. So cheers to that.
Cheers.
I'm gonna clink my owl.
No,
I know for me, I started volunteering at a very young age. I always wanted to help people, and that was my thing. And I went to a Catholic high school, and we actually had to do community service. And what I did for my community service was on Saturdays, I would go and feed the homeless. And from then, I took it to college that I actually joined a national service sorority. And I was the service director when I became active, so I was in charge of planning all of our service and community projects. And I was supposed to plan only 6, but I would always go above and beyond, and I planned 12.
Oh wow.
And so I just always,
Go girl.
I just always just had the passion to help others, and I'm quite sure depending on the situation, if I was in a situation, I would like to help someone to help me out as well. And so that's why I choose to volunteer, and I've volunteered at so many different places that there's probably a long list of what all I've done.
I think that you hit the nail on the head of what the impact can be, though, of the people that we're affecting, and how it might be a little moment for us, but a really big moment for them, right? So if you're taking time out of your schedule and volunteering, it's listening to their story, listening to the need, and seeing how we can best fit the need when we have so much. If you're in the place that you are volunteering, then you have something to give. And I think that's really important, where you don't really know until you kind of knock on the door and say, what do you need? And I've seen that to be a real difference in people's hearts when they can see someone just out of the goodness and wanting to love somebody else, of wow, that was a really big impact, because that's why you stepped up, that's why you stepped forward, versus of, hey, they were compensated for this, or in that nature. So exactly what you're saying. So
It comes full circle, like just as much as you're helping the people that you volunteer your time to, you also like, I've met when I volunteered with children, like incredible people that changed me as a person, or just caused me to look at something differently than I might have in my past. Because, you know, I consider myself pretty wise, and I do spend a majority of my time around people that are older than me. That's where I feel most comfortable. I feel where I learn the most. But I know, like, for me, as far as like authenticity and being creative and having fun, like I learned that when I spend my time with like little kids that just know how to laugh and smile and not be judgmental of themselves. That's always fun. I did a lot of in high school, I forgot, high school we did have community service as part of a requirement to graduate, and I volunteered at Give Kids the World for like 8 or 9 months, and I have some of the best memories from that place.
I love that
Great
place so
organization.
much.
I love them. I would definitely do it again.
Yeah, that's another cool thing too. bUneke magazine has so many of those stories of how we can get involved in the places.
Right in here.
Thank you for presenting us for coffee and tea.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
guys.
Yeah.
And thank you everyone for joining our conversation again. We love when you all participate, so make sure that you comment.
Like,
Subscribe.
Or share.
yes, and let us know. I really want to know places that either you've been impacted by or that you've seen an impact in your place in the world. Because we have people who are engaging with us from all over. So let us know your stories.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
See you later.